Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we went on a bit of a GX kick, to be honest. We initially had built Cyber Dragons, right? We were going to play some Cyber Dragons in the video today. And then we realized it was kind of ass, so we're going to be working on that. So then we decided, what's the opposite of Cyber Dragons? It's heroes. So we decided to try playing some pure heroes, and it was fun, but it's also ass. That's not true, it's pretty decent. But it just brought me back to the conclusion that the best way of playing heroes is definitely the branded heroes. It is simply better. It's taking the best aspects of heroes. It is taking the Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, the Dark Law, the Plasma. It's taking the parts of heroes that actually make it good and is putting them in a framework that facilitates their development as best as possible, basically. So, you know what I mean? It's just... I don't know if you would call that unfortunate. I'm sure some people would, but to be honest, after playing all sort of three of them, after messing around with pure heroes, I think this is still the best way to be playing heroes. If you want to play pure, by all means, absolutely. What we're going to be doing today is just a bit of a live gameplay of the branded heroes deck. Last time we did replays, and some people were saying that for new decks they wanted replays. For decks we've already covered, live gameplay would be better. So we're going to do a bit of live gameplay and sort of see where we can take it. So if you're a fan of content like this and you want to see more in the future, if you have any suggestions for what you do want to see, leave them down below and feel free to subscribe to the channel. You know, why not? It helps me out, doesn't cost you anything, and we're getting so close to that 1,000 goal here. We're really hoping to hit this by the end of January, and you can help me make it happen. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching, why not? Short of that, let's just get into game number one. All right, let's see how we're going for game one. We're winning the coin toss, which is a great start. Of course, this being a branded variant, the coin toss going in your favor at the beginning does make a big difference because you're playing with some pretty hefty monsters when it comes to things like the Dark Law. I keep referencing Dark Law, it's definitely my favorite. I would recommend crafting a second if you don't have two, if you have the credits available to you, of course. This is an interesting hand. The poly in hand means that it's going to be interesting. What we're going to do is, of course, we're going to open up with a hero lives. If our opponent has Ash Blossom, that's going to hurt. Max C, that also technically hurts. That does hurt. Okay, so we grab Stratos, right? We give our opponent one, that's fine. Stratos, search the deck for, I think we're going to grab Bion, probably? Maybe Malicious. Yeah, maybe Malicious, actually, for some follow-up off the poly. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're going to grab Malicious. Right? And then we're simply going to normal summon Shadow Mist. Set to pass. That's the plan. So it's not exactly the most exciting turn in the world, but immediately in the draw phase, we're going to mass change. We're going to trade in our Shadow Mist for a Dark Law. Right away, right off the bat. Bang. Dark Law is now active on the field. So that means any card that would be sent to our opponent's graveyard is banished, and we get the search off of Shadow Mist, and our opponent didn't get to draw any extra cards off of Max C. The Ash stopping the Shadow Mist isn't great, but at the same time, I don't mind it too much. I don't think that's the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's fine. Moving into the main phase. Oh, into the Void. I'm just going to take a card out of your hand then. What are you playing? Rescue Cat? We sniped the Rescue Cat? No way! You'll love to see it. And that's how you do it. It's as easy as that. Just snipe the Rescue Cat. That's brutal. That's what I mean by Dark Law winning games. I led into the game thinking Dark Law. We manifested it and beat this man's ass with one monster. You love to see it. Let's get into the second game. Alright, getting into the second game. I made a very quick modification to the deck. Winning coin toss left and right. Fantastic. We were not getting this lucky trying to play pure heroes. I'll give it that. I did make a slight modification to the deck. I don't know if it's going to make the finished cut, but we're just having some fun here. We're playing Mask Change 2, which basically is Mask Change, except it works with monsters that aren't heroes. So that's pretty cool. We got a hero lives again. If we grab Polly, we're loving life. So I think we use a hero lives, right? We can branded opening, discard the malicious for Aliber. That's nutty. Alright. And if this gets ashed, I don't even mind. Honestly, I'm a-okay with this getting ashed. Okay, that's fine. It means that he doesn't have ash or branded fusion. That's honestly a-okay with me. That's completely fine. The only bad thing from here is if he also has a max E. That wouldn't be good. But we're going to go branded opening here. Branded opening, pitch the malicious. Our opponent's got nothing. Okay, we're going to summon the Aliber straight out to the field then. You love to see it. Aliber then searching our deck for the Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion's going to get our whole hero package running as well. Now that the Mally's in the grave, all we need is Polly, and then we've got DPE as well. We're going to go Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion for Lubellion. We're going to send... We could send Tragedy, but I don't think it's... I would rather send the Shadow Mist to grab the Polly. Yeah, I think Shadow Mist is way better value in this occasion. Okay, we're gonna go Lubellion. Lubellion will... Lubellion Chainlink 1 on the off chance he has a Gamma, I guess. We can pitch the Denier. Again, Denier just recycles itself as well, so that's not really cost as such. Shadow Mist then is going to grab another hero from deck. This is going to grab us the Vion. Plasma will be nice, but I think Vion is key. The reason we're grabbing Vion, of course, is so we can search for Polly. We can fusion summon out a Mirror Jade here. Perfect. Okay. We're loving it. Mirror Jade comes out, so there is a banish. We might actually just banish one of our own cards to set branded banishment. That might be a play we end up doing. Do we have anything left worth sending to the graveyard out of the deck? I don't think we do. I don't think we use the Vion pitch. I don't think we mill with Vion. No, we definitely don't. We're going to go Vion. We're going to skip its first effect because we've already sent everything of value. We don't want to be sending our plasma or anything like that. We're going to banish the Shadow Mist from the graveyard and we're going to search our deck for polymerization. Perfect. Then we're going to banish the Malicious, so make sure you do Malicious first, just so you can get the most out of Denier. Banish Mally, set it to the field there, then we're going to go double dip into the graveyard for our Denier. Denier will summon itself out to the field, and then we'll place our banished copy of Malicious back on top of our deck, meaning we can recycle its graveyard effect for anyone who doesn't know heroes. Great. Then we're going to polymerization. We're going to fuse together the Denier and the Malicious for our DPE, of course. Awesome. So that's why I love this, the Heroes variant of the deck. It gives you access to so many more of these big boss monsters that you otherwise wouldn't have, right? The card on top of our deck... Do we have any Link monsters worth summoning? I mean, maybe even Branded Fusion locks it into fusions only, doesn't it? Yeah, it does do that. That is indeed a thing that it does. So, given that, I think it's going to be best if I Mirror Jade now. Right? Send the Albion, banish the Vion. Right? So what this does is it allows us to shuffle our deck during the end phase. I don't want to draw in the melee, of course. And I think that the branded banishment that we're going to get as a result of this was pretty much equivalent to our Mirror Jade in terms of value. So I don't think we're losing anything by setting this. And it does mean that we're definitely not going to be drawing Malicious. Well, unless we're unlucky. So you know what I mean? It sort of made sense. Do we have any targets in grave? We don't have any targets in grave. So we're going to have to use DPE's effect first to put a target in grave. And then we'll take it from there. Ultimately though, we're sitting pretty. We got some stuff. We got some good stuff. We are confident. Let's see what you got, boy. Let's see. Oh! Well, that's somewhat unfortunate. Ah! Oh, I forgot we have branded opening. Oh, that's amazing. Well, that puts... And that just puts Aliber in the grave as a target for banishment. There's no way you messed that up. Oh, Wait, that's a problem. Hang on, wait. That's a problem. Do I just destroy this now? I think I do, right? Because his Reichhardt, if he manages to search for that, that's a problem, right? We don't like that? Yeah, we don't like that. We're going to... We basically want to prevent the Funko Pop, I think, is the main sort of gist of how you beat this deck. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know for sure. But, you know, it strikes me as one of the things that you want to do. Okay, our opponent's got the Astra. Astra can link one into the Funko Pop. I can't brand a Banishment Fuse that with anything because it's Earth. So he is going to go into the Funko Pop. We can negate it off of Imperm, so it's not the biggest of issues. You're a Dark, though. Add a Primitive Planet. Hang on. Wait, can you activate this more than once per turn? You can only activate once per turn. So he can search for this, but not activate it, right? Am I stupid? I'm going to bet that I'm not stupid, and I'm going to bet that that doesn't actually matter. I'm going to bet that he can't activate this, because I didn't negate its activation, I just popped it. So he can't activate a second one. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know how cards work. I know English. I know words. I can read. Surely. He would have activated it by now if he could. He's probably now reading to see why he can't use it. Let's see. I don't know if anyone can hear it. I'm dead nasally at the minute. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait! Hang on! Who gave you permission to do that? He's gonna destroy Mirror Jade. Is that worth it? I might as well protect the Mirror Jade, right? Like, I might as well. I'm not losing anything by protecting it. We're just gonna go Aliber. Fuse Aliber with the Funko Pop into... We can't go into a second Mirror Jade, although that would be pretty based. We're gonna go into what? Quiritis? Oh, Quiritis is pretty good. I like that. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea a lot, actually. Sign me up. Quiritis? There we go. You're boosting nothing, my friend. This is an L. This is the scoop phase. This is when you just accept you've been handed an L. You need to go home. You need to take it to the bank. You need to cry yourself to sleep. This is it. This is done. Finished. You're done. Finito. Zero. Zilch. Nada. You've got nothing. Set one pass. Great. We've got our banish back, we've got the attack and defense reduction, or it's just attack reduction, sorry. And now we've got our DPE back. I think we're just going to insta-snipe that back row. I don't think we even want to be dealing with it. We do technically have lethal if we don't. Do we have lethal anyway? That's activatable. I don't like that. And before it's just like an imperm. What could this possibly be? He can activate this now, right? What could this oh, it's a continuous trap. That's unfortunate. This doesn't even do anything. It literally doesn't even do anything. It only works while he controls a Scarclaw monster. It literally doesn't do anything. I think I just swing, right? There's no reason for me not to just swing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to witness what happened here today. That was a crime, what we did to this man. Man, you love to see it. Heroes out here. I know people are going to be annoyed that's like calling it a hero deck. It is! Look at the amount of heroes we're playing. You know? A solid... It's not half the deck or anything like that, but it's a solid portion of it, you know? We're not just like putting in one hero card and calling it a hero deck. Like, it's pretty good. All in all, very solid. Pretty good 2 games in a row. I have nothing else really to say. Completely decimated twice in a row. Let's see if we can do it 3 times. Man, we're just the best at winning coin tosses here today. I literally never have this luck unless I record like actual live games. Which is weird because when I live stream, which should be coming back very shortly by the way, I never get like this lucky either. I should be our first stream, to be honest, I didn't have a time in place for it, but if you've watched this far into the video, I'll spoil it for you. It should be Thursday the 5th is our first stream back. But if you want to sort of get notifications and everything, hop into the Discord, is where I normally post notifications. Ooh. This is a hard. See, this is why mask change is sometimes iffy. But then again, you could say the same thing about branded banishment, I suppose. I don't think we have much of a play. I think we just have to patchwork. Yeah, I think we just have to patchwork, take the edge and chain. I think we just set it and then move on with our lives. Maybe we play 1 mask change and 2 mask change 2. Maybe we do that, right? Thoughts? The mask change 2 does require you to discard a card, so it's a little bit more costly, but I think with the versatility, I think it would still be better. Because we could turn this Edge and Chain into a Dark Law right now. Which is pretty nuts. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock Mask Change down to 1. If I don't see it enough, I'm gonna bring it back up, but for now, I think it'll be best to knock it down to 1. He discarded the Wyver Burster and is gonna grab, what, the Black Dragon, I guess? Do I call by the Grave this? I think I do, right? Because it stops him from actually... no, he could just Chaos Space it back into his deck, right? He's gonna do that anyway, though. Let's chill. Let's hold off on the Cult of the Grave for now. Let's hold off on it. We could stop this Black Dragon summon right now. Oh no, we can't. We're too late. Ah, oh, man. We could have stopped this. That's frustrating. Yep, Chaos Base is going to shuffle back the White Dragon. That's fine. You know, maybe it's actually better that we didn't do that, because now we get the opportunity to... That's not good. That's unfortunate. That's not good. Oh no. Look at this this graveyard is stacked, my guy. He's playing, what, Lightsworn, Psy Reflector, and what, he didn't pitch his Assault Mode activated? He didn't pitch any... Oh my god. He got nothing but wins. Apart from maybe this and this. Would have been nice for him, but come on. Now he gets his Banshee for his zombie world. That's nutty. That's nuts. That's so lucky. Did he top deck into that off of the Chaos Space? I'll be so annoyed if that's what happened. I will be so annoyed if that's what happened. There's the zombie world. Crap. So what's going to happen here then? I'm glad I kept Call by the Grave. I'm going to hit that Ballard Rock with it. None of his monsters are big enough to get over my Edge and Chain. Okay, so when this card is banished, it gets summoned. Right, and this is just like another Gozuki. That is nuts, my guy. I've no words. This guy is just, he's simply the best. He's simply the best. Out comes Chang-Chi. I don't know where this Lightsworn stuff comes into it. I know how that, like, engine works. Like, I get it. But, like, at the same time, it seems very inconsistent. So it does for this particular sort of deck. I get that he just wants to mill cards, but this engine doesn't mill a lot of cards. It mills, like, 2, actively. And then during your end phase, it gets you a bunch. But, like, I mean, that's the end phase. Who cares about that? Oh, he's gonna pick a Spell or Trap to destroy here. The Fairy Tale Snow? We're just gonna have to activate this now, right? Just so we can pick a card out of our deck that we don't want to draw. Like, I really don't want to draw Maxi right now. That would be simple. That would be the worst. So we're gonna take one of the Maxis out of our deck. I don't want to be dealing with that. Snow is gonna make her way out here. He now has monsters big enough to get over our Edge and Chain. He does have to banish 7 for Snow here. He does just he has 7 generic targets though. So that's fine. Lumina the Twilight Sworn being able to revive the banished Raiden. That's pretty cool. I like that. Man, this guy is so lucky. But did he just have Fairy Tale Snow in his hand to pitch? That's unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna drop a Maxi, Collapse Serpent, then it's gonna grab in the White Dragon, that's whatever. That's fine. We have to hit this Ballardrock. Really? Dagares? Is your plan to just draw two? Are you just pot agreed? Pot agreed up in here? Pot agreed and putting both Gozuki and this guy back. Oh no, he's summoning a monster from the graveyard. Oh no, what is he summoning? I can't risk it being Ballardrock. I have to banish right now. I can't risk it. Oh no. This was not in the contract, Chief. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was not in the contract. Banished. Banished the Ballardrock. Unizombie makes its way back out. Hopefully he just doesn't have a second Ballardrock. Hopefully. You'd think, right? You would think. You would assume. You would hope. Hope even. Oh, Mazira. Okay. You got that Mazira on deck. He's going to synchro now into, what, the Red Eyes? The Baron, he's not actually locked into zombies. Brawn, pop. How much damage does he have? He has a ton of damage. Can he snow twice? Snow can summon herself twice, right? But she can only flip once. Yeah, she can summon herself back. So that's what? 3k, 4k, 5k, 6.1, 7.1. Snow... Oh, he's got the double Mizuki engrave. Yeah, this is a easy GG's. I'm not letting you go through this full Psy Reflector combo as well. You got the game. You take your way. Just go home. I don't know. Touch grass. Actually, grass was the problem here. Don't touch grass. Cut your grass. You don't need any more of that. Fair enough. That is pretty much one of the fattest L's we've ever been given. I have no words. I will be potentially stealing that deck list though. That was fire. I'll give credit where credit's due. That was fire. Let's get into the next game. That looks like we get another coin toss win. You love to see it. I think have we won all 4 in a row, or did we lose that last one? I think we won all 4, right? I may be stupid. I mean, I know I'm stupid, but like I may be, you know, particularly. Oh, this isn't a nice hand at all. This isn't a nice hand at all. Ooh. And this poly is like really causing problems. Do we need to cut this down? I'm really like in between on the Frightfur Patchwork engine. We would still be playing at least one poly, so that doesn't completely solve the bricking problem. I mean, it just sort of is what it is, I think. We're just gonna have to set one pass. We do have, like, interruptions and everything, so it's not the end of the world. Maybe even Crossout is too much protection. Because the whole point of this deck is it can kind of sort of play through multiple interruptions. It has plenty of Ashbait to stop them from negating your Branded Fusion. So maybe we don't need Crossout. But it is handy. You know, it's one of those situations where you would rather have it than not have it, you know? Even if on occasion it does sort of cause issues. Oof. Sword Soul of Mo Yi. Sword Soul of Mo Yeesh. He's got the Strategist. Well, why am I even surprised? He's got the Strategist in hand. Do I even negate this? Is it even worth it? I guess we might as well. What are we going to negate instead? The Shizao? And stop him from searching for what? There's nothing worth searching for off the Shizao. He's already got the Strategist. Please try to hit this with something. Okay, whatever. I would have liked to see a Call by the Grave or something like that for us to hit with Crossout. I don't think there's going to be any Call by targets on his turn that we can hit. Unless he discards a Strategist for Strategist. That would be pretty funny. Oh, Blackout. Oh, Blackout. That's not good. I think that does cut down the number of interruptions he's got, though. Because now he can't banish it from his deck off of Shizao. Which means no additional token. right? So he's going to have to either choose level 8 or level 6 here, unless he has some third miracle way of going into another monster. Okay, so he is going into the Shizao. That's fine. Again, I could be mispronouncing these, but you'll never know. I'll never know. Shizao. Gonna get searching for a card. That's fine. He's gonna search for a Sword Soul card. I would imagine he's gonna search Emergence and use Emergence to grab like Protos or something. How does he summon Protos? How does he summon Protos? If I banish this Moyi from the graveyard, that means no Protos, right? That means no Protos. I'm gonna assume that means no Protos, right? I don't think he's gonna have a ton of stuff that we need to hit with Cult by the Grave. And I would rather use it now while he can't, like, negate it off of Baron. It also means he doesn't get to draw a card here. So we're preventing him from drawing a card, and we're reducing the amount of materials he has to summon the Protos if he is in fact going to go down that route. I would believe he is. I would believe he would be inclined to go down the Protos route. Can't think of another. Oh no, he's just gonna. He plays another Blackout? Are you serious? He just plays 2 Blackout. Alright, well, whatever. Just double Blackout. Alright. I've never seen double Blackout. I mean, again, it's. I've never seen double Blackout. That is unfortunate. We're seeing now both sides of the coin, you know? The deck isn't super, like. It's not the most consistent deck in the world. Definitely not. He may decide to destroy our face down with Baron's effect, because he won't have lethal either way. So he might decide to be safe and destroy the face down. Yep, he is. That's fine. We're going to activate it now to declare the maximum sheesh. Again, we don't really want to draw into it, and it might get into negate. No, I didn't think so. That's fine. Max C, we're going to banish it from the deck. It's going to get destroyed anyway. We're just going to reduce the number of bad draws. It's going to swing into our Shadow Mist. Okay, yep, that's fine. You go for it, Chief. Shadow Mist, destroyed, sent to the graveyard, and then it will activate. It will likely get negated and make me very sad. Well, he might also just let this through. He might not look at this as impactful enough to justify his Omni Negate, or he might, you know, yeah, he might. Is there any singular card I can draw that won't make me sad? Do I play a big enough monster to go into Titaniclad? I don't believe I do. What do we do about this? Do I even play Titaniclad? No, I don't, because I can't summon it. So I'm not surprised I don't play it. Okay. We need to... Again, this is assuming we draw a Branded Fusion. If we don't, we just take the L. If we don't draw a Branded Fusion, we just scoop. Okay, he's going to set 1. Is this a third Blackout? How funny would that be? 3 Blackout. Right, Vion. Ugh. That's not good. We don't like that. That is just going to be negated by the Shizao. Do I have any way of making this work? I don't believe so. We're going to summon it. We're going to activate it. Why not? Just negate it. We all know you're going to. Yep, there you go. We all knew it was going to happen. Unfortunate. Scoop phase. That's just it. You know, sometimes you get beat. It is what it is. We're two for 2, right? That seems to be the trend of heroes. You get like 2, 3, 4 really good games, like really solid hands, and then the next 2, 3, 4 games you just get cucked. So we're gonna do one more just to draw it even. We'll see whether or not the deck is walking away a winner or a loser for today's video. Okay, so it looks like going into its final game, we're actually going to lose the coin toss. Our opponent's taking a while to decide. We are, in fact, going second. Right. We'll have to see. We'll have to sort of believe in the heart of the cards here. We'll see what our opening hand is. There's Mass Change 2. That's interesting. Mass Change 2 is actually going to be pretty decent here. I said I was going to cut Mass Change down, didn't I? Yikes, I did say that. Darkest Lair. Or Lair of Darkness? I always call it Darkest Lair for some reason. I don't know why. Lair of Darkness is... Lair of Darkness is going to be... Wait, hang on. This card has to tribute itself, right? It does. Tribute this card specifically. Foolish Burial. What are you going to Foolish Burial? Diablos? Okay. If a dark monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. So I guess the Ecclesia is going to trigger Diablos. And what is Diablos? What? Snipe a card from my hand or something like that? Yeah. Interesting. That's pretty bad. It's what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this... Hang on. Actual... Like, full Sword Soul? What? Gonna put the Mask Change on bottom of the deck. Because we don't really need the Mask Change here, I don't think. Diablo set 1 pass, right. We get a token, don't we? Oh no, he gets a token. Oh, really? 2 tokens. That's rude. Alright. Okay, I see how it is. Let's draw. Draw right for Patchwork is an excellent card to draw. Let's go into the Patchwork. Let's see. Will you give it to me? We don't actually need to use these cards, but it gives us fantastic fodder for discarding. Because we have 2 discard costs we need to pay, 3 discard costs we need to pay, including Branded Fusion. So we're pretty tight on cards. I'm going to keep it real with you. We're pretty tight on cards. I'm going to go Branded Fusion. We're going to go Branded Fusion first, right? It's the most important out of the plays. That's fine. We're going to go Fusion first. We're going to go Lubellion. We're going to send... If we send Tragedy, we're grabbing Ad Libitum for follow-up. Is that relevant? Or do we want to send Shadow Mist to get some hero plays going? I think we probably want to do that, yeah? Yeah, we probably want to do that. So we're going to send Shadow Mist and the Fallen of Albaz. We're going to grab Lubellion. So the Shadow Mist is going to be able to grab us the... Which card? Where do we discard? I think we discard the Edge Chain. This is going to grab us a hero from deck to hand. So it's probably going to get us Stratos. I think Stratos is going to be the call here because Stratos will search the deck for Malicious, and Malicious will be excellent discard fodder for our cards while still giving us an extra body on board. Okay, special summon out the Mirror Jade using these 2. Excellent. Edge Chain, of course, grabbing us another Afraid for Patchwork. There's excellent card advantage. Means we get to keep the poly more effectively. Okay. That's not good. No way. He's going to choose spell cards. No way. That's so rough. Oh, god damn. That's really not good. And maybe we should have looked at what their graveyard effects were. Do you have like a graveyard effect in your hand? No. If monster is banished face up, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Special summon a level 1 light spell cast. Is this maybe something I should have banished instead? I need to discard it. I mean, it doesn't matter. All of my spells are going to be dropped. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Gonna summon Aliber. That's so unfortunate. Oh my god. Right. End of the turn, all of your crap's getting destroyed, so I don't need to worry about going battle phase or anything like that. That's fine. Aliber is going to search the branded banishment for us. So we still have plays. Don't get me wrong, because we can still search for this. This is why I play branded banishment, like exclusively. This is why, and well, that and it's a pretty decent card. But with all of the anti-spell stuff going around because of Runic, I knew we had to have something that wasn't spell-based. We're gonna go Stratos to search for another hero. I guess that knocks our fury about grabbing Malicious out the window. We might as well grab Vion now, right? Just for next turn, just for follow-up. I think Vion for follow-up is fine. And I think we just pass turn. End phase here, Mirror Jade, nuke the board, and then we get a token, don't we? We do, we get a token, nice. I'll take it. I like tokens. Okay. What's he gonna do? Because he's also in a very rough position right now. Because yes, our spell cards all got destroyed, and you know, boo-hoo. You know, you hate to see it. But at the same time, our opponent is in a very rough spot as well. So they're gonna go Ecclesia. They're gonna activate Ecclesia. Tribute is cost. Oh, they didn't tribute. Oh no! I thought they were going to. Do we banishment? Because he can revive this guy next turn. We banishment, right? Yeah. We're gonna go banishment. Just because we might as well. We want to push for some real damage here coming up. Do we have to use our monster? As in, I mean the monster we just summoned. I don't believe we do. But banishing materials on either field. Yeah, it doesn't need to be the monster summoned. It just needs to be on the field. So I think if we go you, and you, we can bring out this guy. Nice. That gives us lethal with Ion. And there you go. Spell cards or no spell cards, you're not beating us. It is that simple. That's why we've got the banishment there as the backup plan. Very surprising game 5. I wasn't expecting to go to game 5, and I certainly wasn't expecting game 5 to be that. But that's the game we were given, that's the game we got, and that's the game we won. Let's have another look at the deck profile after the modifications we made, even just during the video alone. Alright, so this is where I'm currently sitting on the deck. The only real changes we made, sort of, you know, mid-video, we replaced 2 copies of Mask Change with 2 copies of Mask Change 2. Now, we want at least 1 copy of this because if you want to, you can search for it using Shadow Mist if you special summon it off of a hero lives. So this is searchable. We don't need to run a bunch of copies of it, but it's searchable under not ideal conditions. You would have to use a hero lives on Shadow Mist. You would much rather use a hero lives on either Stratos or Vion. So, or sorry, on just Stratos to search your deck, usually for Vion or for Shadow Mist. Sometimes your Destiny heroes, but if you are really sort of convinced you want to go down the Dark Law route, which is a very, very powerful route, don't get me wrong, then you can search out your Mask Change. Mask Change 2 is very powerful because all it needs is a monster of the same attribute with a lower level than the monster you're trying to summon. So any dark monster on your field that is below level 6 will summon Dark Law. That's really good. That means Tragedy, that means your Fallen of Albaz, that means your Aliber, it means your Destiny heroes, well, I mean, they would have done it anyway, it means your Edge of Chain, it means all of these monsters can now summon your Dark Law using Mass Change 2. That's big. That's really big. It does, of course, come with a discard cost. That's slightly unfortunate. But the fact that it doesn't relegate you to using a hero monster as a target, you could realistically cut all of the other hero stuff and just play Dark Law and Mass Change 2, and it'd still be a decent play. You know what I mean? You could just play regular branded Despia with Mass Change 2 to go into Dark Law. That's nuts. So, this, again, I think this is going to be a very powerful card in the deck going forward. We didn't get the opportunity to use it in the games, unfortunately, but you could see in that last game in particular where it would have been useful if our opponent didn't have the ability to blow up our entire hand. But yes, this is the deck that we're currently with. I feel like the Frightfur engine makes it a little bit bricky. I feel like Mass Change 2 helps with that. But at the same time, I feel like the amount of card advantage this generates with the amount of discard costs you have in your deck is so important. You know, with Branded Opening, with Lubellion, with your Mass Change 2, all of these cards requiring discards, I feel like it's almost mandatory to have it in. But that's why your A Hero Lives generates you card advantage off of Stratos. That's why your Fusion Destiny generates a ton of advantage off of your Denier and Malicious. There's a lot of ways inside of the deck to generate advantage, as well as ways of spending it. So how exactly you do it is entirely up to you. I'm also super tempted to cut Plasma from the deck. It's cool, but it's super extra, and I don't know if it's necessary. I think it's pretty cool, but I think it's just you don't use it enough to want to see it in your opening hand. You know what I mean? So you can probably cut this guy and focus on mainly just using DP and Dark Law, which are your main ones anyway, because they're simply significantly more accessible. But yeah, I've already done sort of a big breakdown on this deck before. I'm not going to go in card for card like we did last time, apart from the cards, of course, that we changed. We also threw in a copy of Masked Hero Blast over Despian Proskenion. You don't have to play this guy. This guy is only here so we can protect our Stratos from the likes of Imperm and Effect Veiler. This guy is not mandatory at all. He kind of helps deal with back row a little bit. Pay 500 life points to bounce a back row back to hand, which is kind of cool. Maybe you want to use that to deal with a summon limit. Maybe you want to use it to deal with Rivalry or Gozen match. That's up to you. But yeah, that's the deck. I'm not going to sit here and ramble on like I did before. So if you like what you saw, if you like seeing the live gameplay instead of just the replays, and you want to see any more content like that, or just want to see me cover any other decks, this is just one of my favorites at the minute. Our long loop of trying to play GX decks eventually led us back here. But if you like what you saw, like the video, comment, subscribe. You know, it doesn't cost you anything, and every little bit of engagement really does help me out. So I would appreciate any support you're willing to offer. And like I said, we are so close to our target of 1,000 subscribers by the end of January. It's only just started, and we're already, what, 25 towards our target? We're at 925 or something like that. We can get to 1,000 easy by the end of January if anyone watching does just help us out by pressing that button. Having said all of that, I'm not going to bend your ears any longer here today. I'm going to let you get on, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.